All right, I don't know where to start. I don't know where to start with this. We're gonna start with one of these. Because what the what? I don't understand this move from the Cubs at all. Like it's ridiculous. So, if you're currently living under a rock, let me pull it up for you. We've got Darvish being traded to the Padres for Zach Davies and 4 young prospects. And when I say young, they're all high schoolers. Most of them haven't even played a professional game of baseball yet. The only one that has was Yason Santana. We've got Owen Cassie, Reggie Preciado, Ismael Mena, and Yason Santana, along with Zach Davies, who I was okay with getting. That trade, that piece made sense. We were losing Darvish. We've already lost Lester. We needed some pitching this year. We lost Jose Quintana as well. Zach Davies made sense. That was fine. There were other names that were involved in this as well, but it doesn't make sense from the Cubs perspective. I just don't understand it. I don't understand it at all. That's really what I just don't get. So let's break it down. Darvish and Victor Caratini sent to the Padres. Good pickup for the Padres. The Padres are trying to win right now. It makes sense. They got Snell yesterday. They got Darvish today. They just got a backup catcher in Caratini. It looks like they wanted some more catching depth, and they also see Nola being somewhat of a utility guy, can play the corner spots in the infield. So this is a huge pickup for him. And when you look at Caratini, he's under team control for a couple more years, I think. On top of that, you have Darvish, who, when you look at his contract, doesn't really make that much more money for the next couple years. So this is a big pickup for the Padres. They're going to really push to win a World Series. They're bringing in really good pitching. They're bringing in, Caratini, who's, a good backup. That is what he is. He's not a starting catcher. He is a good backup, and that's exactly what he is. On top of that, that is Darvish personal catcher. That was what Caratini was. Every time Darvish went out there, Caratini was the one behind the plate. So this was, a good pickup for the Padres. And then when you look at what the Padres gave up, it makes it even better. As a Cubs fan, I am livid. I am fuming because it basically signifies that the Cubs are heading more towards a rebuild. And it just, why? You have Darvish, you have Baez, Bryant, Rizzo, Contreras, you still have Hendricks, Hayward, Ian Happ starting to turn into the player that people thought he was going to be. Why are we trading away our best pitcher for, people who aren't even in the top 10 of the Padres farm system? And the Padres farm system, the Padres farm system is one of the best in baseball. And so, maybe 11 in this system is probably maybe a 6 or 7 for most other organizations. But you're giving up Darvish, who is coming off one of probably the best years of his career. You look at 2020, a 2.1 ERA, a 2.01 ERA. You're looking at just an unbelievable season. He was number 2 for Cy Young. He could have easily won the Cy Young over Trevor Bauer. It was a player that definitely should have gotten more in return. And I feel like the Cubs just didn't do well here. I'm fuming. I just don't understand it. There's really only 2 ways to look at it. Are the Cubs shedding all this contract because they're really trying to hold on to their core players in Bryant, Baez, Rizzo, and Contreras? Are they trying to do this so that, they're also looking to move other players? Is Bryant out the door? Is Baez out the door? Contreras, Rizzo? Are they looking to just go full rebuild at this point? And I guess really there could be a third option where, are they using this extra money that they just shed to go out and pick up some free agents? Because that is a possibility. I'm looking at that as there's a really low chance that happens. But man, what is this? I just don't get it. So Reginald Preciado's the top prospect in this deal. The other one was Jason Santana, who I'm kind of covering it, but not really. You know what I mean? So I'll even zoom in here for you guys so that you guys can see it a little bit better. Jason Santana, when you look at his stats, I am kind of covering it. I guess I could move myself for this. We'll go over here now. When you look at Jason Santana, you know, he actually wasn't bad, you know, in rookie ball. 2019, he hit 346, 429 in base percentage. Like, he raked. You know, he's 20 years old, so he's kind of the older of the prospects that were involved. But that was 2 years ago. He didn't play this year. So what is this development at this point? Where do we go from there? You look at Ismael Mena, hasn't played a professional game yet. You know, he's 18 years old. Like, Owen Cassie was just drafted this year, 18, second round pick. So, you know, what's going to happen with that? And then Reginald Preciado is 17 years old. Again, hasn't played a professional game. You know, if you look at his scouting report, 55, 50, 50, 50, 55, 45 overall. Switch hitter, middle infielder, it looks like. And I've heard the name before. I've heard that he does have a lot of potential. You know, this is a player that is probably projected to be a decent player, but it's so tough to judge these young players because there's not a lot of reports on them. They're so young, and you don't know what's going to happen within the next 3 to 4 years. These are all players who are super young, and who knows what's going to happen. You know, and you get Zach Davies, who we can look at Zach Davies really quickly. Not that. Zach Davies. So we can look at Zach Davies really quickly. Like, he's been a consistent arm for the last 2 years. You know, 2018 struggled a little bit with Milwaukee, but he's not a bad, you know, throw him in the middle of the rotation, you know, 3-4-5 guy, and he's going to be decent. He's going to be decent. But I was totally expecting another MLB ready player, maybe one of those top prospects in this Padres organization. You know, Blake Snell just got their number 3 in their organization in Luis Patino. Darvish couldn't even get a top 5. He couldn't even get a top 10. And that's why I just don't understand it. And he couldn't even get 2 MLB ready players. What are the Cubs doing here? You know, Zach Davies' contract, I'm pretty sure, is only $8.5 million this year. I'm just, oh man. From the Padres, great trade. From the Cubs, I don't know what this signifies. I'm pretty sure this is, I gotta remember his name. Is this Jed Hoyer? Yeah, this is Jed Hoyer's first trade. And this is what he's starting it off with. And as a Cubs fan, it just doesn't lead me to believe that this is going to be a good, you know, kind of reign for him. What is he doing? What is his plan? I think that's it. I looked through Twitter a little bit more to see if any other deals were popping up. The only other thing that I saw was potentially the Cubs were taking some of the salary from the Darvish contract, which, if that's the case, I go from about to lose my mind to absolutely losing my shit. Because if they have to pay part of Darvish contract, oh my god, this is ridiculous. This is the biggest salary dump I've ever seen, and to not even get anything in return, I can't believe it. Unreal. This is, I don't know what else to say. I'm gonna keep ranting. I'm gonna get more upset. This is ridiculous. All I know is it makes no sense from the Cubs perspective. It helps, you know, kind of boost up that farm system that the Cubs are kind of lacking, but it doesn't really leave them in a good spot to compete. The NL Central may not be good, but the Cubs definitely got worse here, and they barely made the postseason last year. So I don't really know what to expect going forward. So I think that's it, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. I'm gonna go sorrow somewhere, just be sad. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, thumbs up down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and enjoyed the content. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.